What's up, everybody? I am Matrix Inc. On today's episode of Ship Talk, we're going to be going over the Prowler Utility. I am not a big fan of alien ships, but this one here and then also the Stinger, really like. Both are brought from Esperia, and today they are on the showroom floor. I really like these ships. The Prowler Utility, the one we're going over today, a very cool ship for pirates. So if you're like pirating in the verse and like trying to steal cargo, this ship has your name all over it. We're going to be checking it out on the web. We're going to check it out on the hull. We're going to check it out on the hangar. And then we're actually going to go fly it. We're going to go do like a cargo mission with it. And then we'll actually go and do like a combat mission with it, which not really what it's meant for is like being in combat, but we're going to at least put it to the test. So let's actually dive right into the web and just get right into it, guys. So let's go. All right. So I got the web pulled up for the Prowler Utility, max crew of 2. Stunning organic Tavaran design, 32 SCU cargo hold with integrated tractor technology and strong defensive weaponry. The Prowler Utility, like the original Prowler, the Utility embraces the alien design of the infamous Tavaran ship entrusted to Esperia decades ago. Length of 34 meters, 15 meter height, 32 meter width, 2 size 4 weapons. The turrets are 1x2 size 3. Cargo of 32 SCU with the speed of 208 meters per second. We know the weaponry. All that looks pretty basic. We could compare it with the Prowler variant, which is much more expensive. The Prowler variant is a dropship, flight ready. Let's see what the difference in weaponry. So the actual dropship has 2 size 5 weapons. And then the 1x2 size 3 weapons. So pretty cool. Not a lot of reason for dropships just yet in the verse. So it's kind of hard to justify the price for that one. So to see this one come so much cheaper is definitely a W move by CIG. Some people think it's probably still a little bit expensive, but I think it falls in a good price for what it can do. And like not a lot can actually offer what it offers now. So pretty cool little hologram. And hey, let's actually go check it on the showroom and see what it looks like. Let's go. All right, so I'm making my way back to the showroom over here where we're going to find the Prowler Utility. As you can see, we have the Talon, we have the Cyan. Over to the right, we have the Stinger, which we're going to be doing a Ship Talk episode of that too. So be on the lookout for that one if it's not out already. And then we have the Prowler Utility over here. So very cool. Love how it's got that like that stance. It looks very awesome. Definitely has a cool vibe with that paint. I really like that orange. Looks really good. I actually had a chance to fly this on stream the other day and really came to like it a lot. We have the way the cargo opens up on the sides, kind of similar to the way the ramp opens on the Stinger. Let's see if we can hit that button. Kind of has that rib cage approach where it kind of like closes in, right? Pretty cool. We have the ramp on the back. Kind of give you a feel of like how it's shut on this side, what it looks like open. Definitely makes it easy to attach the cargo. Looks very cool. You got the gun rack. You got the exit ladder. You got actually 2 drop seats, 3 drop seats. There it is. You have some space for the small cargo. You have the co-pilot seat, which actually can control the ship. I found that out on stream as well. Thought that was pretty cool. But the standard pilot seat's actually on top. You see like the components here, all for your engineering. So pretty cool. Fuses. Then you have your pilot seat. So one thing to take note, definitely like never get into the pilot seats, the beds, or the turrets at the ships during the showroom. You can definitely get stuck. No way out. Just a lot of times you have to actually like exit the menu to even like restart. So we're actually gonna go do that on the hangar, and let's go actually see how it flies, and we'll do a cargo mission, and then we'll do a combat. So let's keep it fun. Let's go. All right, guys, so we've made it back to the hangar. I've got the Prowler Utility here. It's got that really mean stance that we really like. It's got like a bulldog stance to it, kind of cool. So really do like it. Very, very cool. It's got a different paint on it this time for the rent. Still really, really like it though. Definitely some differences to the Prowler in terms of the stance and whatnot. So one day we might just have to go cover the Prowler in a future episode. But we're gonna go in here. I know we have two different pilot seats. You have your main up top. We have the co-pilot here. I actually like using the co-pilot, so we're gonna use that one. I like the idea that you can actually like have two different seats if you want to fly. The one up top has main control though. So if somebody in part of my group was to jump in and take that top seat, they'd actually have control of the ship. So we're gonna do a cargo mission, and then we'll go right into combat. I'll probably do like a low risk, and then for the heck of it, we'll do a moderate. It should do well with the moderate, but if we die, we die kind of approach. So let's get into it, guys. Let's go. All right, so we're leaving the hangar, and just for science, we will check out just to see just how fast you can get up to atmosphere. Got the landing gear up, we're spooled up, and just for science, right? So boosting up, just see how fast we can get up to atmosphere. I say atmosphere as in like when we can actually quantum. It's been taking about 90 kilometers here at Orison, so not too bad. We've actually done really well. It actually got up to about 88, 89. So plus we're coasting to the rest of it. So that's pretty good speed. I'm going to go to probably Seraphim Station, and we'll do a cargo mission just to load up some cargo and kind of get a feel for like moving the boxes and whatnot. And then we'll go right into that combat. So stick with me, guys. Let's go. All right, so we're actually headed towards Microtech because we had to go to Port Tressler. Those are probably the best one that actually fit for this ship. We have 27 SCU to pick up at pressurized ice to Seraphim Station. So yes, we're going far away, but we're actually coming back to Crusader. So not so bad. As you can see, while we're quantuming, you have this like the alien quantuming that's actually really, really cool. So I don't actually fly very many alien ships. So when I actually get to see this, it actually looks... I really, really like that. Like, looks much more animated than what we have for all the other ships. So, very, very cool. We'll probably be pulling up to Port Tressler now. Forever and ever, you'll be in my heart. So bored. This takes forever. Why'd I take this mission? It's really ass. Ian, cut that out. Oh my God. Please, just take me there, please. 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 I'm almost home. Hooray! And we made it. Let's go. That was so fast. All right, so all seriousness, we're going to be pulling up here. I'm going a little too fast. I'm going to go back to using my joysticks. We are going to be pulling up. We're going to be doing the 27 SCU of pressurized ice. And then we have to take it back to Seraphim. So pretty easy. We're going to get a feel for that tractor beam. Not sure how I feel about the tractor beam, but you guys will see that here in a second. So let's get right into it. All right, engines off, always. At least when you're landed. I've had some bad moments where the plant, like, ship will actually like take off on me, so that has kind of been my go-to. Turn the engines off, always, just in case. And actually, I don't. No, actually, we actually have to go pull the cargo. So yes, just in case, if you're on planet especially, and your ship wants to coast off on you on its own, that kind of sucks. We're gonna pull up here to the fleet manager, or the, not fleet manager. Elevator down. We're gonna get our 27 boxes of SCU anyways. And looks like we have 6 size 4s, 1 size 2, and 1 size 1, which makes total sense. So not too many boxes. We have 8 boxes to move. We want to open up these ramps. So I think we figured out there's a button on the side. And we're going to be using that tractor beam with the ship and actually getting a feel for it. It is very, very sensitive. I'm not really crazy about the tractor beams on ships. So usually I'll just use the gun. But we're here on the co-pilot seat, and we'll have a option to go to the remote turret. Menu, you're gonna look over here. There's a enter remote turret. You right click and make sure you enter this one here. So tractor beam turret. See, the nose of the ship kind of gets in the way doing this, but it works. See, very, very sensitive. Ah ha ha. All right. Nope. See, I'm not really one to watch how to do this correctly, but it's working right now anyways. I do like that whenever you're like in this, you actually see the markers come up for what it is, which is kind of a cool little touch, especially if you're stealing. You want to know what you're taking. Want to make sure you take the good stuff. Just a very, very sensitive tractor beam, and from my understanding, it's like that on all the ships. I don't like it that way. I want it to be a little harder to move than what it is. I know the more you use it, the more you get used to it. So take that as you would. I don't think I'm putting these on right. So we're at what, 4 here. Actually, we're not doing too bad, I don't think. So this holds 32, so I'm actually full up over there. We need those other big boxes first. We have 6 of the big boxes. We have 4 on now, so we're gonna put another 2 on the back side over here. Move this one out of the way for now. It's apparently stuck on the nose. Might have goofed up here. Whoopsies. Slide. Oh, thank you. You know what? We're just gonna put it on now. Maybe rotate it though. There we go. Or just do that. There we go. All good. We have the small box coming. Try to put that next to it. Good enough. And then I think we're on our last box. Hooray! So overall, pretty simple. It really is just a matter of getting a feel for this. I think the more you're going to use it, the more it's going to be better. And the great thing is, nope, I actually hit I wasn't supposed to do that. But we can leave right now and not have to worry about getting back in the ship because we're already in the ship. So very, very cool. We're going to be headed back now to Seraphim and we'll unload and then we'll go right into that combat mission I promised you guys. All right, so we've made it back to Seraphim. Just rolling up here. I noticed I used a lot of quantum fuel from Microtech back to Crusader. So if this thing had rode any more rough, I would think it's probably like the Jeep Wrangler of spaceships. Looks cool, doesn't get shit for fuel mileage. So take that as you will, but I used a lot of quantum for what it can hold. All right, so I just landed. We're gonna open that exterior. We're gonna go enter that remote turret. Remember, right click, get into that tractor beam there. All right, start throwing these boxes off. See if we can get it on the actual elevator too while we're at it. Remember, very, very sensitive. Does not want to come off there. There we go. Go ahead and take the big box. All right. Trying to slow this thing down a little bit. I'm trying to get used to it. Really love the thought of like never having to leave your pilot seat, which is really cool. I can just land and go. I kind of wish there was more SCU though for just 32. Doesn't seem like a lot, but the whole concept of like going up, stealing cargo from like a whole sea, I love the idea behind that, especially with space stations in the future and like the way we're gonna have to actually like build them and whole seas are rolled up and like trying to unload to the space station. You can be like, you can just kind of roll up all silent like and start grabbing what cargo you want. So a very, very cool concept. I really like the idea behind it. So that's another one of those, if you believe in the idea behind it and that future gameplay loop, then I think you're really going to love this ship. It is very, very cool. So We do have to get up out of the seat. I forgot we actually have to lower the elevator. Pretty cool though, guys. I do like it. Instead of watching you guys or making you guys watch this, let's go right into that low risk target, and then if we might do a moderate. Let's see. Okay, so low risk target for sure. Alrighty, guys. So I've changed my mind. We're actually gonna go right into doing the moderate risk. I think we're gonna be okay. I've got all the power to the pips. Everything's set. We just got to make that last jump. So let's do it. Let's go. All right, so there should be like 3 or 4 ships here. I think closer to 3. We'll see. I can't remember exactly on the moderates. I'm getting it mixed up here, but we should be okay. I know we have the 2 size 4s and the 2 size 3s. All right, so we have an arrow. Also have a buccaneer. Don't see the target just yet. We're going to try to stay above the asteroids if we can. You don't want to get too far in there and like lose track in a gunfight. All right, we got the arrow after us right now. Oop, he desynced a little bit on me. All right, guys, so I've been just kind of cruising around waiting for the target to show up. We actually found a Perseus. It's either been left here or blown up. Just gonna do a scan on it, see what's actually in the ship. Yep, just totally abandoned. Nothing cool on it, so we're just gonna go ahead and see if we can just shoot it and see what it does. Might as well. Have no idea how many shots it's gonna take. It's something that's already been blown up, but Perseus is still pretty tanky. This is definitely one of those ships though I'd actually like to needs to be upgraded a little bit on the components. Always try to go for a baseline. And hey, there we go. Finished her off. No more Perseus. All right, guys. So let's go back to Orson and finish this off. All right. So let's go. All right, guys. So we went over everything Prowler Utility. Overall, I really like the ship. Next to the Stinger, it's definitely up there in one of the top two of I really like of the alien ships. Usually the alien ships are not for me, so keep that in mind. But this one here, for those that are looking to like pirate in the verse and like try to steal cargo, I really, really love the idea behind what this one brings. So when you fly up and you come across the whole sea, or someone that's loading cargo, you can try to take their cargo and run, and very, very cool. So you are kind of banking on that style of gameplay whenever there's going to be more people moving cargo to like start base building and space stations and stuff like that. So you are relying on that gameplay loop a little bit, even though that is out there now. There are people doing out the stellar missions and like moving cargo from like Nyx to Stanton or Pyro to Stanton and stuff like that. So that is out there now, but I think as the base building becomes a thing, you're going to see a lot more people moving cargo and stuff. So overall, though, we do really like the Prowler Utility. So everybody, thank you all for watching. Remember to join the Discords. Follow us on Twitch. I have two different Twitch channels. We have the one where I'm live, and then we have the 24/7 VODs. You will see this episode on a VOD if you find me over there. We do giveaways quite often. I'm not going to complicate everything on this VOD about like what we're giving away at this very moment, but we're always doing giveaways. Lots of different things planned for 2026, hopefully and beyond. So you definitely want to be on the lookout for what we're going to be giving away. Hopefully giving you guys like a little teaser if you haven't seen it already, and lots of cool things, guys. So find the link in the description. If you're new to Star Citizen, there's a referral code, and see you later, guys. Till next time.